The New Orleans fog, thick as pea soup, clung to the gas lamps, painting the French Quarter in an ethereal, menacing glow. Another scream pierced the humid night, followed by the telltale crunch of splintering wood. The Axeman had struck again. For decades, the Axeman of New Orleans was a phantom, a boogeyman whispered in hushed tones, a haunting melody on the city's musical soul. But what if that melody had a name? What if the shadowy figure with the axe had been dragged into the harsh light of day? A name to the face could change everything. Professor Alistair Finch, a historian obsessed with the macabre, believed he had that name. After years of poring over dusty archives, census records, and obscure police reports, he had pieced together a theory, a terrifying possibility that threatened to rewrite true crime history and call into question the very foundations of modern profiling techniques. Joseph Mumphrey, Alistair announced at a true crime symposium in Chicago, the name hanging in the air like a malevolent spirit. The room buzzed with skepticism. Mumphrey was a nobody, a journeyman butcher, unremarkable in every way. Unremarkable on the surface, perhaps, Alistair retorted, his voice rising with fervor. But look closer. Mumphrey lived within a 5-block radius of every single Axeman attack. He worked late hours, giving him ample opportunity. And Alistair paused, a dramatic flourish. He owned an axe, a butcher's axe. The evidence was circumstantial, Alistair admitted, but compelling. He presented witness descriptions that, while vague, loosely matched Mumphrey's build. He showed maps highlighting the proximity of his residence to the crime scenes, but the true revelation lay in Alistair's analysis of Mumphrey's psychological profile. He argued that Mumphrey fit the profile of a disorganized, opportunistic killer. The Axeman didn't meticulously plan his attacks. He targeted homes where jazz music wasn't playing, lured in by a twisted sense of artistic injustice. He used readily available weapons and left little forensic evidence. Mumphrey, a struggling butcher with a penchant for the blues, seemed to be acting out a deeply ingrained resentment. The initial reaction was disbelief. The Axeman was a mythical figure, a symbol of irrational fear. Deconstructing him, reducing him to a mundane butcher, felt almost sacrilegious. But as Alistair's evidence mounted, a chilling realization dawned. If Alistair was right, the Axeman wasn't a twisted genius, a criminal mastermind. He was simply ordinary, a man driven by rage and frustration, amplified by the anonymity of the fog-shrouded streets. How the truth could alter true crime history and modern profiling techniques. The impact on profiling was profound. Law enforcement, for decades, had focused on identifying exceptional individuals, those with clear warning signs. If the Axeman was indeed Mumphrey, it meant that evil could lurk within the most seemingly unremarkable individuals. It forced